Today is the 26th of November 2024 and I'm live and direct in Ibadan. This is my beautiful aunt that I told you about. We grew up together when I was much younger, and she left us when we were in Kaduna to get married, and incidentally she married an Ibadan man. So when I was going to get married and people were like, "Where's your husband from?" and I said he's from Ibadan, they were like, "Oh, so you're following Taye's footsteps by me?" I was like, "No, it's just a coincidence anyway." And so here I am. I came to Ibadan for a program and I decided to do a stopover at her place. I could just say hello to her, and we got around to catching up on old times, and then she said something really incredible to me that I felt I needed to work on. I came here because I wanted to get her input into a story that I said that took place when I was younger. So you are going to be hearing a voice recording of what transpired then, and then what the next thing she told me yesterday blew me off. So I'm going to do a capturing now, but in the meantime, let's just hear from her. So I want her to quickly do a small introduction, who she is and what she is to me. So Auntie, over to you. Introduce yourself. Tell us.
My name is Taiwo. I got married in Oyo State. My story starts like this.
You can speak anything. Just a quick introduction.
I'm married from Ibadan.
But where are you from?
I'm from Kogi State.
Where in Kogi?
Okehi local government.
Okay. How are you related to me?
I can say she's my daughter. I can also say my sister.
Okay. She's my maternal relation. She's related to me from my mother's side. Yes. So I would stop this video because I'm trying to conserve my phone battery, but I'm going to do a recording where I would let her speak, and then I'll do a final, like maybe video later on when I'm exiting this place, just to say goodbye. So see you later, guys. Okay, so now I just finished introducing my aunt. Her name is Tai, and she got married to Mr. Abbas Alade. And what brought me actually initially was for her to corroborate my story. But you know, when we were having a chit chat yesterday, she blew me away when she said, oh, she wanted to write a letter to my mom if she could, and that she would title the letter Good Mother. And I started thinking that, I want to make her dream see the light of day, that I can actually do a recording of whatever it is she would have written. But I want her to say it in her own words, why she said what she said, before I continue. So Auntie Taye, we were just gisting, and you said something about that. Oh, if only that you went to school and you were opportune to know how to speak and write in English, that you would have written a letter to my mom. But I want us to go back a little bit in time. When did you join my family? When did you leave home and come to?
I cannot remember the year.
It's a long time ago.
But I didn't go to school, so
yes.
I can't remember the year.
Okay, no problem. But I know that my mom told me that you came when you were in primary school. You were young. Maybe I estimate that age to be like 6.
I went to school.
Yes,
I primary 2 before the mommy took me away from home.
Okay, yeah. I remember, if I can estimate, I'm thinking that you were about, maybe you weren't younger than 6 years. You were
6 or 6
You were
years,
about
yes.
6 or more year old, and then you came to us. That time we were in Lagos, and you stayed with us till you were like 18 years old. But you went to primary school.
I went to primary school.
But you didn't go to secondary school. Okay, you didn't go to secondary school, but you went for apprenticeship training.
Yes.
What was the apprenticeship training about? What kind of trade?
Hairdressing.
Okay, so my aunt went for hairdressing, and she graduated from there. And then, like I said in my earlier post before that, my mom had a hairdressing salon as well. And I think it is a fallout of the fact that my aunt trained as a hairdresser, and she was managing my mommy's hairdressing salon. Actually, there were two of them that came then, if I remember vividly. She from my mother's side, then another lady from my daddy's side, Auntie Muni. She's late now. She went for tailoring, while my aunt, yes, actually went for hairdressing. So she didn't go to secondary school because she opted to get trained in the hairdressing stuff. So that was then, and that's why she made mention of that. So now, Auntie Taye, I want you to now say exactly what you would have written in that letter. I want you to see it so that I can put it down on record and then help you to see that your dream come true.
She's my mom. Yàtọ̀ sí mọ́mì tó bí mi, àwọn ní ìyá kejì tó tún bí mi. Ó jẹ́ kí n débi tí mo dé lónìí. Tí máa jókòó, èmi àkọ́kọ́ mi, tí máa ń wo bí ayé ṣe rí. Nowadays, how girls are getting married, máa jókòó wọn kò sí marriage àwọn ilé yìí ṣe bá. Ṣé ẹ máa gbọ́? Èlòmíì a few of them tí mo mọ̀ tó súnmọ́ mi. Tí wọ́n bá ti marry, wọ́n ní later ni wọ́n á pè mí pé òun ò sí ilé ọkọ mọ́, wọ́n máa jókòó, àwọn máa wò pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Wọ́n wá jókòó fún ní àṣẹ gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ tí mò ń kọ́ ìgbà tí mo wà lọ́dọ̀ mọ́ mi. Àṣẹ òun ló mú mi dúró sílé ọkọ dòní yìí ló jẹ́ kí n learn a lot as a good mother. Mommy is a good mother. Mo rò bóyá ó fìyà jẹ mí gbà mí mọ̀ pé kò fìyà jẹ mí o, ẹ̀kọ́ ni mo lọ kọ́ o. Mo máa sọ fún àwọn ọmọ mi pé ṣé ẹ rí ẹni tó tọ́ mi, I will be always proud of her wherever I go. Tá a bá wà láàrin obìnrin olóbìnrin tàbí láàrin ọ̀rẹ́ tó olúkálùkù bá sọ tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀, my own is quite different from you people. Ẹni tó tọ́ mi kò fi ìwà burúkú tọ́ mi. Ìgbà náà tó bá sọ pé bí n bá jáde á tán fún mi pé ní gbogbo mọ̀ ń lọ a monitor kọ̀ǹgọ̀ máa rò bóyá wọn ò fẹ́ kí use mọ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ni mímọ̀ pé in tó da ló fi ń kọ́ mi débi rò bóyá ó fi àjẹmí gbà yẹn. There's a letter mo ní ìgbà tí mo ń tẹ̀lé ọkọ mi àti mi girlfriend o ní lẹ́tà tó àti èmi kan lẹ́tà yẹn ti wà ní èmi mo rò bóyá lẹ́tà yẹn ìgbà náà mi àtọkọ máa ń fẹ́ mi ara wa láti àjí mi wọn ò tètè gẹ́ẹ̀tì pé à ń fẹ́ra wa. You yourself you know. Wọn náà that time if Abbas came to our house, you be using system to sell things. Help mommy to tell we are selling clothes or so many things. Use the opportunity to enter.
Sorry, let me cut a little bit short. Apart from the hairdressing salon, my mom also, I told you guys that my mom was doing a lot of businesses. I've told you that before, but let me just, not to drag this recording. Apart from the hairdressing salon, my mom also had a snacks shop that we were making snacks from scratch because she did go for this training, catering and stuff. Then she had a handy shop. She called it hairdressing salon and handy shop because she sells other things. She sells clothes, shoes, bags. We made costume jewelries at home. They were handmade. She involved all of us. Then she also used to buy things from Lagos that we're also selling in the shop in Kaduna.
Even in offices, banks.
Yes, you can hear her. My mom was.
She shows me so many things how to make business.
Yes, so we were selling things apart from the hairdressing salon. So sometimes we would say something that you would just be like, oh, where did this come from? My mom was entrepreneurial in total. So you can continue.
So I love her for that. When me and my husband sit down, whenever we see her on WhatsApp, I say, oh, good mother. I wouldn't say, oh,
sorry, Auntie, to cut you short. You were saying something about a letter in your head.
That letter, yes, it's true. That letter, he wrote to him that, leave Taye alone. I don't know, she has a vision for me. Mommy has a good vision for me. I will follow this man, and when I ignore him, he will come again, disturbing me. There's nothing I can do. There are other people coming up that I don't attend to him. So mommy always tell me, if you know you want to marry, I should tell her so that she will put me to the right person, so that I will not suffer how my parents suffer, so that I can be able to raise my parents. If I achieve, I will be able to raise them. And I said, oh, I keep doing the business little by little, and she left me. She went for India for 3 years. said, Mommy, don't worry. Nothing will happen to me. And I won't follow bad boys. And I keep training myself. At the same time, me and my sister, the other Munira, me and all yes.
Sorry.
So,
Okay, you stopped at that she said if you wanted to get married you should let her know. So you now told her that she shouldn't worry, that you would wait.
And unfortunately, I got pregnant and I ran away. I didn't let her to know. I know that I have avoided her from that. Since then, I will be worrying. When I got married, she helped me. She told me she has a good vision for me, that she wanted to help me, but I didn't allow her to do what she wanted to achieve. I said, God knows all what happened. God knows about it. And in my own mind, when I was small, I always said I can't marry to a Kogi man. I have been saying it in my own heart. I can't marry to a I don't know that. I don't know God did that. God just marked it. As a person that is not going to beat me, smoke or drink or do no. And God gave it to me, my right person, and I thank God for that. And she said, okay, if that's what I want, and she said, okay, we can go ahead. And we did our marriage, and she supported me. Daddy supported me too, and she did it for me in Kogi State, and I thank her for that. Since then, she has been advising me, do this, do that, and I met a man in my husband's family. He's just like this good mom. That dad is the one that make us to achieve more in this Ibadan. You know, you say, a girl from Kogi State, see how they train her. They always talk about me. Even my husband's senior brother always said, you always talk about me in their family house, that in all Olobinde in Ibadan, she's different. I said,
okay, hold on. Yeah, my auntie is called Iyatope because her first child is called Tope. So if she's referring to herself as Iyatope, we're talking about the same person who is still my aunt, Auntie Tai, just for clarity's sake. Continue.
That they always talk about me, that girl from Kogi State, she's different from all these Yoruba girls. That the person that trained me, that they always pray that her auntie, she's a good woman. Since that day, I grabbed that language, that good woman. So when I sat down one day, I was alone in my room. I was thinking how I started my life. Has it been like I was with my mother till today, I would have been in village frying garri or going to a farm. Although a farmer is good though, but a little education mommy gave me make me to grow. I always I improve myself. I don't know how to read very well, and I don't know the little one I can speak, and I even thank God I can even speak. I can even speak in public. People will be looking at me. They don't know that I don't have a qualified education, but I only prove myself within our friends. And when this one, and I learned this address. I opened my salon. I have a stylist doing freedom for girls. Before I said, okay, for how many years now? I need the rest. I want to stop. My children said it's enough that I should stop. And they look at another business for me to be doing. I should stop.
So you've retired from active hairdressing.
How many years? 25 years in this hairdresser. That's why I said, when I sat down and I think about it, what can I do to impress my mom? I said, if I used to say I can write and I can read, I can do such things, how people are doing, I can make books and try to date the mother. When I had people tell me, Mommy, I feel like it, Mommy, I just anybody could read it, I feel like it.
Okay, no problem.
I don't know how to sing the song.
It's okay, it's fine.
I sing it for mommy. Mommy máa pẹ́ láyé, wọ́n á jẹun ọmọ, wọ́n á pẹ́. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti àkọ́bí dé ìgbẹ̀yìn lágbára Ọlọ́run. Mommy, ẹnu ojú oúnjẹ wọn ò ní kòrò lẹ́nu yín. God is a good mother. Even tí n bá lọ sí village, people look at me as if I'm a big person. But tí n bá dání, ṣé o ti dọ́dọ̀ mọ́mí ẹ? eléyìí tí o ti dọ́dọ̀ mọ́mí ẹ̀ máa ní kí ẹ máa lọ kí wọ́n ẹ̀mí náà ilé fi wọ́n lẹ̀ yàtọ̀ sí mọ́mí tó dẹ̀yẹ̀ lé mi lórí ṣì sá lọ́dà mọ́mí to me.
We thank God.
mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kó Ọlọ́run dá mọ́mí sí fún wa kó dá ọ̀pẹ mí gígùn àtàlàfíà kó Ọlọ́run fi fún wọn wàhálà mission mi fún kó Ọlọ́run ṣòwò fún mi ó wù mí kí n ṣe nǹkan gidi fún mọ́mí àmì ṣe máa ṣe.
Amen.
Màá lọ sí Kogi, màá surprise yìí ní sọ fún wọn, màá ṣe.
Okay, so now what brought me here? Now let me go back to you. Thank you very much for giving me this feedback. It really lifted me yesterday, and I'm so glad that I've met someone that really appreciates what my mom has done for her. And I can tell you for a fact that I'm a living testimony of what you have said. Everything that you have said and the kind of person I am today is as a result of the kind of mother that I have, and that's the truth. And I also know that I also decided to abide by her instructions, by her advice, by the way she brought us up. We decided to accept and imbibe it. Most of us did anyway, and that's why we are succeeding. Now, what brought me here to ask you, Auntie Taye, is you remember I don't know, it was a very long time ago, and I was doing this thing clandestinely. I was hiding it. I used to sell mangoes, and I was also selling chewing gum. And I asked you that, can you remember when I used to sell mangoes and I used to sell chewing gum? Your response?
Mi rántí mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà tó ṣàlàyé fún mi ní ìsìn ẹ̀mí pé kò ti pẹ́.
It's okay.
Mi ì lè rántí mọ́.
Oh, lè rántí mọ́. Okay.
Ẹnu mọ̀ kó teach.
That was no, okay, that was.
You remember that notice?
That was. This is after. With this before I even left school. This teaching you're talking about was after I left school. But before I left school, okay, let me just say it now. Before I left school, I was hiding. We had mango trees. I wanted to confirm that we had mango trees in our compound in Kaduna. Before we went to Valley. Now, what happened was I was speaking. Yes, government day secondary school. Yes, I was selling mangoes. You know what happened? Because I knew that they were selling mangoes in the school, and we had a lot of mangoes in the house, and I was like, and I used to give it to them freely, when we are going back home. Then I was just thinking about it one day that mate, I can also go and be selling this thing in the school now. So you people did not know I was hiding to do it. It was one day, I don't remember who saw me, and they were like, Fausa, why is your bag so heavy like this? Because I was struggling to carry many mangoes to school. That was what happened. And when you now knew that this was what I was doing, you even said, I should even take another bag, even if it is nylon bag, and I should put more. You can't remember. Okay, when I was also selling chewing gum, I had to declare that I wanted to leave the house to go and buy something. And I went to the Mala's shop to go and buy a pack of chewing gum. But when you knew that I was selling this chewing gum, and you were like, I'm even selling chewing gum and making money, you said I should not be spending, because I wanted to be spending the money, anyhow I liked. You told me that no, that I should be keeping the money, and that when the money has reached a certain level, I can buy more in packs. I'm so surprised that you can't remember. It was a very long time ago. Anyway, this is what happened, and I tell you, remember that something transpired that I wanted to say. Okay, do you remember the time that I wanted to go to school? Mommy was not around, and I wrote my list to my dad that I wanted to buy some things, and the money that daddy gave us was not enough. Okay, you looked at the list and you told me that I should not worry, that we'll be able to buy everything that I needed. Then even the money that daddy gave to me that I said was not enough. And you remember that we bought everything and we still had change left. You did not spend all that money. But when I got home, when you were in the market, I was wondering, why don't you want to buy everything complete? That this one, I will need this. You said, I should buy this one. I should buy this quantity. I should have a little of everything so that I will still have pocket money. And in my mind, I was like, Shebi, when I get home, I'll tell daddy to give me pocket money and that I'll go to school. That was when you reminded me that I might not get this pocket money I'm thinking from my dad, though my mom is not around to give me the pocket money. So that 15 naira, I held on to it. Then the money that I had made from selling, that I did not spend, that I used to hide, and from the chewing gum I used to hide, I added to it. And that was when you sat me down and told me, sometimes in life things happen. So that sometimes that things happen in a way that we did not envisage and we cannot preempt. But if we already see that there is a sign that things are not going to go our way, we should quickly think of how we are going to be able to move around that situation. And I was very thankful that at least she was able to make me have that pocket money, and I was very happy, and I went to secondary school then. So that's just it. And Tita, is there anything that you want to say as a parting goodbye message?
Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ àná, mo kí dáàdì náà, lórí dáàdì náà, òun náà bàbá ló náà jẹ́ fún mi. Ká ní kò tẹ́wọ́ gbà mí nìyẹn, pé mo ṣe wà lọ́dọ̀ mọ́ mi. Ọ̀tọ̀ ò ní bá ní rárá kó má mi mú wá láti ilé tí mo àchíìfù lédè ilé àchíìfù. Mi ìmọ̀ ẹ̀ máa bọ́ bí tí mo wà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ dáàdì, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin ọmọ náà kó sọ̀pọ́tì yín ìgbà tó ọmọ mi fẹ́ gain admission fún ọmọ ìpá tí gbogbo yín kó lórí ọmọ mi. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ àwọn ọmọ mi wọ́n ti kàwé wọn, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ṣe tán. Èyí tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Nǹkan yín àtàwọn ọmọ yín náà ire ọ̀nà máa là fún gbogbo wọn. Ọ̀nà olúkálùkù ò ní jí agbára Ọlọ́run ire fẹ́ẹ́ gbogbo Nàìjíríà tó dúpẹ́ o.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, everyone. So I'm about to leave. I'm going to meet my aunt, and this is her beautiful daughter. This is one of the twins. So this is the Kendi. The Taiwo has gone out already, and he's a guy. I told you guys that I loved twins because my mom just wanted to infect me. This is one of the twins that my mom so much used as the point of contact that she will have twins. She didn't get to, so she now transferred it to me. That maybe I will have, but unfortunately I've retired though. I ain't having no more kids, no more twins so maybe we are hopeful that any one of my other younger ones coming up will give my mom twins. So I'm on my way out now, and I'm going to miss Ibadan. So that's it, people. Yes, so this is it. My final parting. So that when I'm in Lagos, I'll be looking at this one to remember my time here. Yes, it was nice. I really enjoyed the gist. I wish I could stay more, but duty calls. I have to go back to my original family in Lagos. Okay, so there are two things that I thought about even before now when I did that program with my commando side. I said even if people don't have space and they really want to start, they can actually start with their window sills, because I guess that everybody would have a window. So they are very
A ship is designed to take you places. So if your relationship, your friendship, your partnership, your courtship, your companionship, your fellowship, your stewardship, your worship, and your leadership aren't taking you anywhere, then honey, you need to abandon ship. Okay?
That my madam waiting they call Madam FAUSAT'S. Restless, tireless, always running from pillar to post, half of the time not for her own but for others. She's just the best.
Subscribe to the FausatSanni-Yusuf.com channel on YouTube via www.FausatSanni-Yusuf.com/YouTube. Follow her on Facebook via www.FausatSanni-Yusuf.com/Facebook.